welcome to Rock and Roll Town. It's an honor to have you here in Greece, in our side.
Thank you so much.
We want to travel the time back in the 80s. You started in 1980, right?
Early 80s is when I started putting the band together, and the first recordings were around 84.
Mm-hmm. How did it
Yeah,
all
actually,
start?
I'm sorry, the first demos were around 82, 83, but the first recordings of the band.
It's 84, a big album, I have to say. How did you decide to start this band?
I'm sorry now?
How did you decide to start this band?
Well, I was already playing music, and it was just a natural progression for me from going from the old punk rock days to the beginning of hardcore. So Cro-Mags was my reaction to this change in the style from punk moving forward.
Great, great. So, is there any story behind the name Cro-Mags?
The name is from the word Cro-Magnon, from the prehistoric man. And when I came with this idea, it was because I feel like modern man is not changed so much. It's still very primitive. The evolution has not changed us. We've only gotten better at destroying. We've gotten better at building, but we've gotten better at destroying. So as much as we've changed, we haven't changed so much. And so this was why I came up with this name.
So it was your idea, Cro-Mags, the
Yeah.
name. Interesting, interesting. I have to say that you have a lot of years in music industry, and your music is still out there. You kick some asses. It's
Thank
true. How do you keep Cro-Mags into the game till today?
Man, what else am I going to do? This is what I do. This is my life. I've been doing this since I was a very young teenager, and I'm very lucky that I'm able to make a living doing this, and that people like my music, and so making music is natural for me. It's even if I was not making money, I'd be making music. So I'm just very lucky.
Yes, I have to say that you're very lucky with this band and with this life, and you have the best fans. Have so much energy in
Absolutely.
stage. I have to say, I'm waiting for that in Athens in a few months to
Yeah, I
see this
can't wait.
energy.
It's been a long time since I've been to Greece. I'm very excited. I'm really, it's one of my favorite places, and I cannot wait, man. The last time I played there was so long. It was, oh my God, more than 20 years, and it was such a great concert. It was the fans were amazing, and I'm really looking forward to coming back.
What is your favorite thing about Greece?
You know what? The the the, the beauty, the culture, and the history. It was mind blowing.
Mind blowing.
It was you've grown up with this your whole life, but for someone else to come there and really see like the first library, like, I mean, to see these things, it's like, you know, it, it's really in a lot of ways the beginnings of civilization, and so for me to see that is, and the fans, they were so amazing. It was a real honor, and I'm looking forward to it again, man.
Nice, nice. Great to hear that from you, for our country, for our fans. I think that the Greek audience, it's a hardcore audience. They give their 100% on music.
100%.
Great. So I saw that now that you are 100% back, Cro-Mags are 100% back
Yeah.
with a new studio album that came
Yeah.
out some years ago.
Yeah,
That's in the beginning, right?
yeah, in the beginning in 2020, we put out 2 records in the same year. And we have a bunch of new music. We just don't have opportunity to record yet. We've been very busy playing every year, and hopefully before this year is finished, we make another record.
Oh, great. So, do you have plans for a new album in the near future?
I have a lot of music. We have a lot of music, but right now we don't have a record deal. So if you know, when the time is right, we're going to record the new music and see about distribution. But there's also there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we're touring a lot, and there's a documentary coming out soon about my life with a lot of famous people in it. And so when this comes out, it's going to give us, I think, more opportunity.
Great. Oh, so a new documentary. Do you know that? I think that
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
yeah,
About your last project in the beginning, how do you feel about this new music that came out?
it's one of my favorite Cro-Mags records.
Hmm,
I think it has for me, it has little elements from everything. It captures small pieces of all the records before and puts it into one. But the creative process, it's always evolving, and I'm very excited to do the next record.
hmm, great, great. So, what are the cons of this album, of this project? What do you
You know,
believe?
I just to express myself musically, and if I can capture it 100%, then I know it's going to be good.
Hmm,
It's difficult sometimes to capture it on record. What you're feeling. You know, when it happens, it's magic, but it has to be all the right, you know, all the
yes.
right situation.
So, it's a situation thing, it's a passion, it's ideas. What else?
A lot of circumstance. Sometimes if it's the right engineer, the right studio, the right players, the right chemistry, it's not enough for the songs to be good. It has to be the right chemistry. That's why things like, for instance, Age of Quarrel, for instance, in my opinion, has a lot of things that I don't like, but there was a magic from that moment, and that's why that record has a lasting quality. Even though it's not a perfect record, at the same time, it is a perfect record.
I think it's
Even
a
with
perfect
all
record.
even with all the mistakes and all the fuck ups and all the shitty production and this and that, it's still captured an energy.
Yes,
So
yes, that.
really, for me, that's the most important thing, you know. And a lot of the other records, I think, are better records, but maybe they didn't capture the magic,
Hmm.
So it's really, it takes a lot of different things.
Yes, I have to say that I felt that energy that you say about this record and this magic,
Yeah.
and it's a really, it's a masterpiece. I have to say it's a
Thank you,
masterpiece.
thank you, thank you. And you know what? Even if you took all the same guys and put them together in the same room again, I don't think it would happen again.
Hmm.
It was just that magic time,
Hmm.
and and there was only one Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great Motorhead records, but that one, you know, that was the
So,
one that changed the game for me.
mhm. So do you think that this is your best album so far?
Which one?
The last one in the beginning.
I think I think the last 2 records I did, the songs are the best,
Hmm.
but still, it didn't capture the magic
Hmm.
that I have captured some other times. I think the songs are the best,
Hmm.
but I think the best is yet to come.
No, that's really nice.
You
That's
know,
really nice.
you know, it's like I said, you know, you can. It's not only just having the good songs; it
Yes,
also has
yes.
the right magic of that right moment. You
Mm.
know, so um, also, you know, when we did Age of Quarrel, man, this was before people had click tracks and all this. You know, everything we did it in one or two takes. I think we did
Yes.
like two takes of every song. We had no click tracks, and we played it live like a group. And people don't really do that shit, you know. So I would like to do my next record more like that. You know, the songs are written. I have a bunch of music, so I would like to go in and just try to smash a record like it's a live
Yeah,
presentation.
I feel that. I feel that in your records, it's like to see you live. It's like to hear you live, because it has a lot of energy, a lot of passion, and you want to get out there and smash everything with your
Yeah,
records.
man, bro. You know, I fucking love what I do, man, and you know, it's the only place that I still get to really smash shit, man, because you know my life has changed a lot. I'm not living such an aggressive life like when I was young, but for that 1 hour, I get to let loose all the shit that's inside me
Mm.
and really give it and deliver. So, you know, I'm still the same person that I always was, but I've evolved. But for that 1 hour, I get to go back to the primal, most primitive me and just fucking
Everything.
yeah, you know.
Fuck it. Yeah, I
You
know.
know, there's only a few times when you really feel 100% alive.
Mm.
You know?
I believe that that's the spirit of Cro-Mags. I mean that when you hear your music, you feel like you want to smash everything. You feel alive. You are against
And you
the
know what though?
system. All of that.
You know what? It's very personal because some people feel like they want to smash. Some people feel like they want to create.
Hmm.
Some
Yeah.
people feel
Yes.
like they want to get on their skateboard and go crazy. Some people feel like they want to jump out you know, stage dive or bungee jump or you know, it brings out the it, the music. It brings out what you already have inside.
Mm.
So, you know, for some people, if they want to destroy, it's because they have this energy in them.
Yes. Yes.
And if other people, it makes them want to rebel against negativity,
Hmm.
you know. And when I was young, you know, I had more destructive energy. Now I try to, through the course of my life, even in the late 80s, I was already trying to change my direction and trying to be more of a positive force.
Mm.
So, you know, even now I try to give the audience a place to release their aggression, not a place to be aggressive.
Mm.
You understand? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to see the audience beating each other up or
Hmm.
getting in fights or hurting each other with violence. But I want to see the audience releasing all of the negativity and all the rage and and
Exactly.
letting all the joy and all the
Mm.
positivity, all their emotion. I want to see them get this from their system in a positive way,
Yeah. It's
almost
really
like
interesting.
playing football with your friends, but aggressively,
Mm.
wrestling with your friends aggressively, but with with passion and fire and the same way I feel when I train jujitsu.
Mm.
You know, you're putting everything you have. You're going hard. You're
Mm.
sweating. You're kicking each other's ass, but you're having a good time doing it.
Yeah, yeah. I like that spirit. I like that spirit. So, Cro-Mags are back with new music. They prepare another new music,
Yeah.
and I have to say that I like your social media. I follow your social media, and man, a lot of touring. You tour a
Yeah.
lot. You make a lot of concerts,
Yeah.
uh, especially this period. How
Yeah.
do you manage? How do you find this energy, this courage to keep
This is what
pushing and
this
pushing?
is. Life is fucking. You have to push in life, man. When I'm not. touring, I'm training. I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I'm doing Muay Thai, I have an MMA coach, and I'm doing exercise, and I'm always trying to push myself physically so that when I go on tour, I can deliver.
No.
You know, so I try not to get weak. I try not to take long breaks. I try not to fall into depression. I try to, you know, keep pushing forward. Even when I'm not on tour, I try to stay very physical.
You
know?
Right. So, one of your next gigs is in our country, Athens, June 27th. What should we wait from you in this live?
I'm sorry, can you rephrase?
Yeah, you will play in Athens in a few months, June 27th. And what should anyone wait from the band
What
on
are we
stage?
going to hear? Like what music?
Yes.
We're going to play a little bit of everything. For me, it's I know everybody likes to hear the first album and the second album because those were very historic, game-changing records.
Yes.
So of course we're going to play some stuff from all these. But they also want to hear things like Apocalypse Now. They also want to hear things from Alpha Omega. And I feel like I also have to give them some of the new music. And I think the new music is strong. So the set that we have been playing, it's a little bit of everything, like at least 2 to 4 songs from almost every record.
So classics, new music, and a mix of
because
everything.
I think the new songs are going to be classics too. They just haven't been around long enough yet. So we mix it up,
Great. And any surprise on set list? Something new?
Possibly. I'm not gonna be 100% sure because we only have so long that we can play. We want to make sure we give the people what they want.
Yeah.
It's
it's almost 20 years, right?
Yeah, man. It was like 2000 since I was there, bro. It's more than 20 fucking years. So I mean, shit. We may have to do a really long set, maybe break it in half. Play half the set and then take a 5-minute break and then play the other half because it's been a long time.
You want to give the audience the full package of Cro-Mags.
I want to leave them, smashed with a big smile on their face.
So it's gonna be blood, sweat, blood and sweat everywhere.
Yeah, I believe so. I know I bleed and sweat every night, so I expect the same from my audience.
Great. So one last question I have for you, for our interview. It's one last question. It's a little typical question. Punk is dead.
That's like saying classical music is dead or jazz is dead. Music doesn't die.
Yeah.
It doesn't die. And as long as there's people who are appreciating it and listening to it and playing it, it's going to keep going. And I think the world is always going to need the attitude of punk, and that same attitude is going to manifest itself in different types of music and in different types of art. But I don't think punk can die, and it's definitely not while Waddy's alive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I understand. Great. So I think we are done. I have one last question for you, personal question. What is your favorite song from the band, from Cro-Mags? If you have to choose only one.
I gotta tell you, man, that's really difficult. Because for me, I enjoy playing all the songs. But when I think of the moments that have been the most exciting for me in the recording studio, I have to say it was like the freestyle jam on Alpha Omega, and like the secret drum track at the very end of Revenge, because these things were just free. They were just freestyle playing,
Just playing. Yeah.
record and play and see what happens. And something like that for me is always very exciting. But as far as all the songs, man, I really enjoy playing all of them live. You know, they all mean something to me, and they all bring a feeling out of my system that feels good.
They express your life, your attitudes, your everything.
Yeah. It's like therapy.
Yeah, like therapy, exactly. So thank you, Harley. Thank you for this wonderful
It's a
conversation.
pleasure, my friend. I look forward to seeing you, and I look forward to playing in Greece.
Thank you, thank you. Do you want to send any last message to our viewers in Rock Your Town?
Man, I can't wait to see all of you. I'm gonna play. Let us know what songs you want to hear, and I'm gonna try to give you the best show that I can give. 100% of my heart, 100% of my energy, and I can't wait.
Thank you very much.